Hello and welcome to Bentley's Backwards Bushcraft, and this is Richard. So we have about a month left until our son Michael graduates high school, and Michelle has been gathering up, collecting all of the graduation and all that kind of stuff. She's been getting all that stuff gathered up and working on a bunch of projects and stuff. And I generally don't get into a lot of the celebrations for pretty much anything, but I thought that I would try to encourage myself to get involved, at least in some minor way, for his graduation and his party afterwards. Not only for him, but for his girlfriend Jalinda, who is also graduating, but she's graduating from another high school. And they're going to have their party together. So I was out with Michelle a few days ago, and when she was gathering up some of her stuff for the projects, we went to some of the craft stores. And I saw this embroidery floss eggs. And I saw those, and I thought those would be kind of cool. So I'm going to try to create some of these for a little decoration for their after party after they graduate. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to use, and I should be able to just actually make some on video. So I'm going to do some of these on video for you as a little craft project, and they can be used for many different types of celebrations. I mean, these would also be really awesome for Astara, or as most people know it, is Easter. So anyway, let's show you what I've got and how this is going to work. Alright, so I found this. This is one of those free project papers that they put out in craft stores. I saw this, and here inside here is all the instructions and everything you need, and how everything works. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to follow exactly what the instructions say. I have an idea of how I want to do it. I'm definitely going to read it and find out whether or not my ideas may work or may not. But anyway, definitely going to need balloons. So went to the Dollar Tree and purchased 25 latex balloons. So I don't know if these are going to be too big. I hope they're not going to be too big, but if they are, they're just going to get really big embroidery eggs. They'd be more like balls anyway. So anyway, this embroidery floss, and I love this stuff. I use this when I make ghillie suits and ghillie blankets and things. This is what I use for my ghillie projects. And I do have a video up on my ghillie blanket. So there again, if anybody's interested in that, you can go searching around my my videos and try to find that. I did a video on an early video on making a ghillie suit. Well, originally it was going to be a ghillie suit, but it just turned out to be a big, huge blanket. So anyway, white, green, red, and black. And of course, I purchased 2 of them because 1 is none and 2 is 1. Jalinda's school colors are white, green, and red. And Michael's school colors are red and black. So I definitely needed 2 reds and 2 blacks. Well, I may not have needed them, but I decided I was going to get 2 reds and 2 blacks. So getting 2 reds and 2 blacks forced me to have to purchase 2 whites and 2 greens, because if I would have purchased 1 white and 1 green, that really bothers my OCD and I can't handle that. So I went ahead and purchased so that it would be nice and even. So anyway, 2 whites, the 2 greens, the 2 reds, and the 2 blacks. Now, we had this at the house, this little Mod Podge. I love this stuff. This works fantastic for all sorts of fun things. But this is going to be the glue that I'm going to use. And right now, and I can't say because I haven't even read this yet. I haven't even went through and read this yet. But just looking at it, I kind of knew what I wanted to do. So my general idea now, before reading this, is to just blow up these balloons to the size that I want them, and then just take this floss and wrap around the balloon, and then just Mod Podge it until it dries, and then I can pop the balloon and pull the balloon out, and then I've got an egg or a round shape of this stuff here. So I'll be doing white, green, and red for Jalinda's eggs, and I will be doing red and black for Michael's eggs. And I do plan on maybe mixing all of the colors together to get eggs for them both. So we'll see how that turns out. So I'm going to sit down here for a few minutes and read these instructions and see how closely my idea fits with what they say you should do. And I'll either do it my way, their way, or a combination of both. I don't know yet, but we'll see. Okay, so I've read the instructions, and basically it says the same thing that I had my idea of. They just basically wrap the string around the balloon and then coat it with glue, and then they show here where they set the balloon inside of a bowl or something to allow it to dry and allow the glue or whatever to drip out in a way. So other than that, it's basically the same thing I was thinking. So let's get started on this project.